Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm Rizwana binti Jurish. I will discuss to you about book Consumer Behavior, Chapter 10, Buying, Using, Disposing. In this chapter, we will learn about three stages: buying, using, and disposing. You can refer to this map or the learning outcome for the topic. The first stage is antecedent state. Antecedent state includes situation factor, usage content, time pressure, mood, shopping orientation. Second stage, purchase environment. The shopping experience, point of purchase, stimuli, sales interaction. The last stage is post-purchase processes, customer satisfaction, product disposal, alternative market. So we go to the first stage. Situation give more impact to customer behavior. What are the main factors customer buying a product, which is temporal factor? Why time? Time is money for customer. Common sense tells us that we think more about what we want to buy when we have the luxury to take our time. Even a normally meticulous shopper who never buys before customer compares price might sprint through the mall at 9 p.m. on Eid-al-Fitr Eve to scoop up anything left on the shelf. If customer needs a last-minute gift, time is an economic variable. It is a resource what we must divide among our activities. So we try to maximize satisfaction when we allocate our time to different tasks. Of course, people allocation decision differ. We all know people who seem to play all of the time and others who people are workaholic. And individual priorities determines customer time style. There are 5 types of person time styles, which are: time is a pressure cooker. These women are usually analytical in their planning, other-oriented, and monochronic in their time style. They treat shopping in a methodical manner, and they often feel under pressure and in conflict. Second, time is a map. These women are usually analytical planners. They exhibit a future temporal orientation and polychronic time style. They often engage in extensive information research and comparison shop. Third, time is a mirror. When a group are also analytical planners and have a polychronic orientation, however, they have a past temporal orientation because of their risk averseness in time use. These women are usually loyal to product and service they know and trust. They prefer convenience-oriented products. Fourth, time is a river. These women are usually spontaneous in their planning orientation and have a present focus. They go unplanned, short, and frequent shopping trips. 5. Time is feast. These women are analytical planners with a present temporal orientation. They give time is something they consume to pursue sensory pleasure and gratification, and for this reason, they value hedonic consumption and variety seeking. Next factor are the shopping experience. First one is mood. What do you feel if you enter a restaurant that noise, crowd, and cigarette smokes everywhere? You feel stressed and unpleasant, right? That the taste that good will change it to bad because of your mood. If you enter a restaurant that peace environment, play happy songs, turn on happy program television, you feel very pleasure and arousal. For e-commerce, why it's important? Because about 3/4 of the world population has access to a mobile phones and users download about 30 billion apps in a year. We are even more likely to use this device when we are in the mood to shop. So what are e-commerce sites successful? First, the ability to click on an item to create a pop-up windows with more detail about the product include price, size, colors, and inventory availability. Second, the ability to click on the item and add it to your cart without leaving to the page you are in. Third, the ability to fill merchandise through the imaginary more product description and details. Fourth, the ability to enter all the data related to your purchase on one page rather than go through a several checkout page. 5. The ability to mix up and match product image on one page to determine whether they look good together. Next factor are retailing as theater. One popular theming strategy is to convert a store into a being space. This kind of environment resembles a sort of commercial living room where we can go to relax, be entertained, hang out with friends, escape the everyday, or even learn. When you think about of being space, Starbucks probably comes to mind. The coffee chain's goal is to become our third place where we spend the bulk of our time. In addition to home and work, Starbucks leads the way when it outfits its store with a comfy chair and Wi-Fi. We should consider a store and atmosphere in our shop. In-store decision making, despite all their effort to pre-sell consumers through the advertising, marketers increasingly recognize that the store environment exerts a strong influence on many purchases. This influence is even stronger when we shop for food. Analysts estimate that shoppers decide on about 2 out of 3 supermarket purchase will they walk through the alley. Research evidence indicates that consumers use mental budgets for grocery trips that are typically composed of both an itemized portion and in-store slack. This means they typically decide beforehand on an amount they plan to spend, but then they have an additional amount in mind they are willing to spend on unplanned purchases. If they come across any day really want to have. First, unplanned buying. When customer is unfamiliar with a store layout, or perhaps customer under some time pressure, or if customer sees an item on a store shelf, they might be reminded customer needs it. About 1/3 of all unplanned buying occurs because a shopper recognizes a new need while he or she is in the store. Second, impulse buying. When customer experiences a sudden urge she simply can't resist, like the sketch of typical impulse purchaser and actual consumer. Next is the salesperson, a lead role in the play. The salesperson is one of the most important players in the retailing drama. Good skills, communication, and negotiation skills will make customers to buy our product. For ownership and sharing economy, a funny thing is happening when the people buy product, they no longer want to buy them. Instead, we are witnessing the rise of the sharing economy, or what is sometimes called collaborative consumption. In this business model, people rent what they need rather than buying it. Need to rent house? Go to mudah.com. How about food? You too busy to cook or go to restaurant and wait until food served? You have to go to Food Panda or Grab Food. The delivery item, you can go to Lalamove, Mr. Speedy, and the lorry. The sharing economy is revolutionizing industry including taxis, Grab, hospitality, Airbnb, Agoda, Booking.com, and Trivago. We move to the next slide, post-purchase satisfaction and disposal. What exactly do customers look for in the product? That's easy. They want quality and value. However, these terms have slippery meanings that are hard to us pin down. We infer quality when we rely on cues as diverse as brand name, price, product, warranties, and even our estimate and how much money a company invests in its advertising. For product disposal, green issues don't end at the cash register. They are also the matter of what we do with our things when we are done with them. Product disposal is also an important element of consumer behavior. The issues of product disposition is vital because of its enormous public policy implication. We live in a throw-away society which creates problems for the environment and also results in a great deal of unfortunate waste. In the United States alone, we waste about 60 million metric tons of food a year with an estimated value of 162 billion USD. Indeed, analysts say that 1/3 of food produced globally is never consumed. To make matters worse, most food waste winds up in a landslide where it decomposes and emits methane and potent greenhouse gas. It is important to us make a product that can recycling back. For example, can bring any garment from any brand in any condition into an H&M store. For every bag of clothes donate, H&M give customer a 15% discount on the next item they buy. During lateral cycling, one consumer exchanges something customer owns for something the other person owns. Reusing other people's things is especially important in our throwaway society because, as one researcher put in, there is no longer a way to throw things too. The new trend of re-commerce shows that many consumers want to squeeze more value out of their possession by selling or trading them. This focus has given birth to swishing movement, where people organize parties to exchange clothing, or other personal possessions with others. That's all from me. Thank you very much to hear my explanation.